One of the things I love about this story is the way that Jesus redefines Peter's role. You used to fish for fish, and now you're going to fish for people. What does that mean? Well, one of the things that we see from God, and this is one of the things I love about God, is that he just cares about people because he cares about us. Not because he has a hidden agenda, not because he's trying to hook us into something, he's trying to get us to sign on the dotted line. He doesn't act like a used car salesman. He just loves us because he loves us. And that's the first thing for us to recognize when we think about this, is we are to love people for who they are without an agenda, full stop. Because God loves them, and we're to love them how he loves us. Having said that, when we come to know the Lord as a friend, one of the things that I want to do is I want to bring other people to know him as a friend, because he's changed, he's changed my life, and he's probably changed yours too. He will have done. So we want others to come into that sort of friendship. It's like if you see a beautiful sunset, the first thing you do is you shake someone and say, hey, check this out. If you hear a great piece of music, the first thing you do is you send the link to everyone and say, listen to this, is incredible. How much more so with God? And sometimes we can think, well, how do we, I don't want to, offend anyone. How do I bring people into a relationship with Jesus? Knowing that we just love them for the sake of loving them first and foremost. One of the things that I've noticed is you can get a couple of lessons from the fish. The first thing is deep water. That's where all the fish are. I think people tend to come into relationship with Jesus when they're in deep relationships with others who already know him. So if you're there in real deep friendships with people where you're vulnerable, you're open, you're honest, you're raw, you're real, they will see something of the impact that God has made in our lives, as well as seeing the fact that we're broken and we're a bit of a mess. They'll see the fact that we know forgiveness and we know life and we can know peace in any circumstances. So deep relationships really matter. Second thing is the fish, to get caught, there has to be a net lowered of some kind. And in the same way for us, sometimes when people give us the opportunity, we do have to be direct. We do have to say, look, I want to make the most of this chance. You've asked me a question, or you're wondering about this. I want to speak directly into your life, and I want to say, Jesus has changed me. And I'm not ashamed of that. I go to church. I'm a Christian. I love God. I think God loves me. I believe that he does. I believe that you could have a relationship with him too. Why not come along to church? Why not come and check this out? Why not read the Bible with me for a little bit? There are moments where we actually have to chuck the line in and be direct. And if they say no, then that's okay. But we've got to choose to try sometimes and risk that rejection. So when was the last time we did that with someone? And then the final thing is, Jesus knows where the fish are. And what is incredible is he's a carpenter, so he shouldn't really know anything about fish, but he somehow knows exactly where they are. God knows who he's already working on and whose hearts are ready to receive him. And we would probably do a little bit better in drawing people into relationship with him if we listened a little more to Jesus, and if we were to ask him, Lord, who particularly today, who particularly this week, do you want me to go and befriend? Do you want me to bring to know you? Point me in their direction and I'll go.